All right, come on in. There's plenty of room. Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to CSL Simi Valley. It's good to see all of you, and I do want to also welcome our Virch community who are streaming in from all corners of the universe. And today is Mother's Day, so a warm, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And I also wanted to mention that some of us aren't mothers by birth, but there's an awful lot of us that do mothering in different ways, and I wanted to honor those folks too. Yes. Many of us are dog mothers. We mother the earth. We might mother friends and relatives in different ways. And I would also like to honor the divine feminine. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a big fan of the divine feminine. She goes by many names. One of them is Blessed Virgin Mary, so my Catholic background always loves to honor her. But Sophia, and there's many other goddess names. Who else? Oh, Kuan Yin. She's another favorite. I have a statue of her in my yard, too, as well as 3 Virgin Mary statues. Oh, boy. And so when I think of the divine feminine, I think of the receptive, creative, intuitive aspect of spirit, that sacred energy that's within all of us, whether we're male or female. And that is the energy. It calls us forth to birth ourselves, to nurture others. So today we open our hearts. Yes. Oh, thank you. So today we open our hearts with gratitude for all who have mothered us and all who we have mothered. And that includes all those dogs that I've mothered. All right, let's see. What is next after Happy Mother's Day? Oh, I don't think the volunteer of the month, is he here? He is. I see yes, maybe. All right, he's here. So what I wanted to say about the volunteer of the month, I wanted to see if you can guess who it is. He is a nationally acclaimed husband, a pet sitter, an accordion player, a chemist, a dishwasher, and much more. And he's also affectionately known as the Gift. So, where is he? There he is! John Misielko, the Gift. Come on up here. Say a few words. Oh, and we're auctioning you off today, too. Well, it's a silent auction, but John is giving 4 hours of his time for pretty much anything. I don't know. Is there any limits, John?
Just so you know, this is Dorothy's idea, okay? So it's yeah. We'll have to worry about the details later, but I'm the kind of person, I've been doing so much for so long. With practically anything, I can practically do anything with nothing. MacGyver, yeah. And okay. If you need MacGyvering, oh boy, I can make stuff work. So, anyway, I'm very happy to, be here at the center. Well, more than happy. It is a big, big part of both, Jan's and my life. And being of service is like, I really get it. It's so important. Treat everyone like you would treat yourself, and the world will be a better place. So thank you. See you soon.
Congratulations. And I hear you have one opening bid already. I haven't even put it out, but you have a bid. And it's not me. I already have a husband. And it's not Jan. All right, you guys. So our vision and mission statement, I invite you to say it along with me. We're a community inclusive, loving, and authentic. We celebrate all paths to God in gratitude, empowering self and others. We serve compassionately through outreach, inspiration, and education. That's who we are. That's why we're here. And here's what we do. All right, take it away, Nancy.
All right. We pray. We do spiritual mind treatment. So I am so honored to be here this morning as practitioner of the day. So I just invite you to, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. Come into this eternal now moment where there's only one life, one love, infinite love. The nurturing of spirit, the nurturing of the universe, the creativity of the universe is right here, right now. It's that impulse that brings everything into form, including each and every one of us. Knowing that our hearts are full this morning of love, of light, of being of service. We are knowing that CSL Simi Valley is a beacon in this community of light, of welcoming, of being that outreach that mothers all. So knowing that this morning the music, the message from our dear, dear, dear Reverend Dr. Sue Rubin will land on our hearts and our minds, and we are uplifted to new heights of love and life. And together we say together, we are grateful, and so it is.
So it is. All good things come to me. All good things come to me. I see it, I believe it, I receive it, it's mine. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome. Open heart, open mind, what I seek is what I find. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome. I see it, I breathe it, it's mine. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome. Open heart, open mind, what I see is what I find. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome. All good things come to me, but I'm welcome.
All right. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Woohoo! Hello, Cosmic Kids of all ages. This is Cindy Joy, your captain speaking. Happy Mother's Day to everyone who's ever mothered a child, a plant, a dog, an invisible, child. That's okay. We've all, Let's send love. Let's send love to anyone who's ever cared for us. Someone in your life, someone special in your life who's cared for you, whether it's your mother or someone else. Send love. And what would you like to say to your mommy today? What would you like to say to your mommy today, Travi?
I love.
Aw, I love you. What would you like to say to your mom?
Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay, Thank you. We're going to blast off. Woohoo!
Oh, Jill, bring me my book and my glasses. Yeah. So it's our time for our affirmation. Thank you. Takes a village up here. I wasn't expecting it so fast. I don't know. So I will read our affirmation and then I'll ask all of you to join me. I consciously place myself under the influence of the divine. God is, I am, and living this truth is my gift to myself and the world. Together, I consciously place myself under the influence of the divine.
God is, I am, and living this truth is my gift to myself and the world.
My reading this morning is from a book I'm reading all the time now and that my dear friend Krista gave me, Ernest Holmes' 365. And it's just amazing every day. So I saw this one and I looked through a lot of stuff. I was going to read Science of My Magazine and then this morning I said, nope, this is it. So here we go. I am conscious that I daily enter into my divine inheritance in my thought and in the spirit. I am entering into the realm of absolute causation. I completely believe that from this secret place of the Most High within me, there will be projected an objective manifestation of every legitimate desire. I know that all desires are legitimate so long as they do not harm any other person. All desires are legitimate when they express life without hurt to anyone. There is good enough to go around. Therefore, I do not withhold any good from myself or from others, but constantly proclaim that good belongs alike to each and all. There is that within me that sees, knows, and understands this truth, that completely accepts it, that remembers freedom, expresses freedom, and anticipates freedom. There is that within me that is completely conscious of its unity with good, of its oneness with all the power there is, and all the presence there is, and all the life there is. Upon this power, presence, and life, I depend with implicit certainty, with complete confidence, and absolute assurance. I am expecting more good. I am remembering only the good. I am experiencing good. In this memory of good, in this experience of good, and in the expectation of more good, daily I know that I move and have my being in the infinite sea of perfect life. And so it is.
And so it is.
Patricia Bahia is here as our guest artist this morning, and we're so happy you are here. Thank you. A Posy Prize winner.
A John Lennon songwriting grand prize winner. Yes. And I know so many of you were voting for us, so thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. I'm going to do a song now called Just One You. Listen to the beating to find out who you are. 'Cause you got something special. You're one of a kind. And this whole world needs to see your shining light. There's just one you, just one you. Ain't no use trying to be somebody else. You're the only one who can be yourself. There's just one you, just one you. Only you can be the best you. Nobody else can do what you do, what you do, what you do. I wanna hear you sing your song. Sing it loud so the whole world can sing along. Don't dim your light, 'cause it's in somebody else's eyes. I need to see you shining bright. Just one you, just one you. Ain't no use trying to be somebody else. You're the only one who can be yourself. There's just one you, just one you. Only you can be the best you. Nobody else can do what you do, what you do. 'Cause there's just one you. Just one you. Just one. Nobody else can do what you do. Sing that with me. Just one you. Just one you. Just one. Nobody else can do what you do. Let's do it one more time. Just one you. Just one you. Just one. Nobody else can do what you do, what you do. 'Cause there's just one you. Just one you. Ain't no use trying to be somebody else. You're the only one who can be yourself. There's just one you. Just one you. Only you can be the best you. Nobody else can do what you do, what you do. Nobody else can do what you do, what you do. Nobody else can do what you do, what you do, what you do. There's just one you.
Just one you. Wow. So now you get to take yourselves into that God awareness place, the gap meditation. It's 3 minutes. It's quick and fast, but it's powerful. So let yourself go there. I am going to chime us in, and Patricia will play us out in 3 minutes. Thank you. You saw how quickly those 3 minutes went by. And I don't know, in that meditation I got that maybe the word meditation gets a bad rap. I think we have to sit for a very long time for it to be a true meditation. But that was it. And I would invite you to find a couple, 2 or 3 times a day to even breathe for a minute consciously and how it will impact your life. So thank you. We also have meditation in groups, which is like what we did just now, that is so powerful, on Monday night at 6 and Thursday night at 7 with John Bellis. And it's a beautiful experience, and I would invite you all to find that time in your life. And next, Patricia, once more.
We are the river of justice. We are the river flowing strong. Can't stop the river, and the river is rising. Can't stop the river where we all belong. We are the river of freedom. We are the river flowing strong. Can't stop the river. River is rising. Can't stop the river where we all belong. We are the river, a mighty river. We are the river flowing with love. Can't stop the river, and the river is rising. Can't stop the river, 'cause it's all of us. All right, now I need you to hear you on this part. The river of justice, your part. The river is rising. The river of freedom. The river is rising. The river of love. The river is rising. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. River of justice. The river is rising. River of freedom. The river is rising. Oh, the river of love. The river is rising and rising. Oh, we are the river, a mighty river. We are the river flowing with love. Can't stop the river, and the river is rising. Can't stop the river, 'cause it's all of us. Can't stop the river, 'cause it's all of us. Now I have one more part I want you to sing. It goes like this. We are the river. We are the river. We are the river. We are the river. You can sing it lower. We are the river. We are the river. We are the river. We are the river. Stand
Love that song. River of justice, freedom, love, rising. I feel it. Thank you. And that was one you wrote.
Yes, and that's
Wow.
that's a brand new one. Yeah.
That definitely a winner. Yeah,
Thank
an
you.
anthem for our times, man. Whew. Well, I'm thinking of rivers, and see, this just came to me. One of my favorite Pisces, besides you, is George Harrison, and he has a song that is, "I'm a Pisces soul, and the river runs through my heart or my soul." And I think, yes, and it's not just for Pisces, but I thought of you being a fellow Pisces. So anyway, our guest speaker today is certainly no stranger to us. Dr. Sue Rubin is a familiar and much-loved presence here at CSL Simi Valley. And she recently received a very wonderful award at our CSL convention in Reno, the Ernest Holmes Legacy Award. So we honor her for that. Beautiful. And she continues to inspire us every time she comes with her wisdom, wit, and such a vibrant spirit. And I love your vibrant colors today, too. She has a remarkable gift for sharing spiritual truth in ways that are heartfelt, practical, and often sprinkled with just the right touch of humor. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to our beloved Sue Rubin, Dr. Sue Rubin.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You too. Bonjour. I'm thinking, I guess, of Sherry and John wending their way to all beautiful places. And Patricia, we met before, yes, at Westlake. Yes, good to see and hear you, and good to see and hear and be with all of you, and happy Mother's Day to everyone. A little known, perhaps, fact is Mother's Day didn't evolve in 1970. It actually dates to after the Civil War, when women decided, since they had played an already prominent part in the war in factories, on farms, doing the work of the men who were off fighting, that they would then see themselves as equal and continuing to contribute to a better working world. And so that's what happened. They formed themselves under the leadership of a woman whose name you can research, and became really part of the original suffragette movement. And so that's the origin of that. So I do extend a happy Mother's Day to one and all of the nurturers, the caregivers, the lovers, the givers, and the receivers of all that's good. I think of my mom, and I have to stretch back because she passed away at the tender age of 50, and so that's quite a long time ago. But she had characteristics that I can mirror and really relate to. She was a very cheerful and energetic and enthusiastic woman who loved shopping and jewelry. So I don't know about that, but anyway, so today, under whose or what influence are you? You know, we relate to that in a very specific way in the human world. Oh yeah, he's under the influence of, she's under the influence of. And yet today we can come together and start giving ourselves the gift of self-inquiry and of that which reminds ourselves of what is it that truly most influences your life and mine, because it is something. It's that go-to place that whether you're happy or whether you're unhappy, sad, frustrated, angry, and wanting so much for things to look better and be better in your own life and in our lives, it collectively. And so the opportunity and the challenge is always to deepen the way that we practice the spiritual practice as we do it here according to the teachings of science of mind. And to me, it can so be simplified because if you go to the textbook, it ain't a simple read. And if I were honest, I would say, which I do say, I never finished that whole book. To me, the most important ingredients were the first 63 pages and the part on treatment and anything that reiterated love and law, love and law. And so to not be deepening that aspect of seeing a world in chaos, a world that would have all of us scrambling around in fear and antagonism in ways of frustration and divisiveness. And so let's bring some seemingly different components together in one package today to start influencing ourselves more directly and consciously and consistently with that which God is, I am. I am under the influence of that which God is, I am. Together, I am under the influence of that which God is, I am. So, already it has been touched on eloquently about Mother's Day and that feminine nature, which is the sacred within each and every one of us, masculine and feminine alike, because we carry both of these components within us, regardless of whether we're he or she. And so within this framework, there are stories which point to how we can be clarifying what it is we do that we don't want to do and how to more engage ourselves in the things that really are most significant, which ultimately the things you can't see, all you get to see is the result of what you thought you were seeing inside. And so one of the stories dates back to one that was interpreted by Rumi, and it's about Moses and the shepherd. And the story goes that the shepherd was in the fields and he was just singing his song of praise to God, and in a way that was familiar and very deep and meaningful to him. But what it was very much based on physicality and the facts of life. He would say things like, "Oh God, you are the best. I want to see you. I want to be able to kiss you. I want to bring milk to you and to comb your hair. I want to bring comfort to you and serve you." And Moses was appalled as he walked out in this area where the shepherd was and heard this. And he said, "My goodness, that is almost blasphemous. God is nothing that you can see in the physical. God is beyond all physicality. Go your way and rethink your payment to God in ways of service and love." And the shepherd is just shamed and abashed and just crushed and wanders off. And God taps Moses on the shoulder and says, "Moses, you are very complacent in what you think you did. That was in my favor. It was not. I have come to teach unity, not divisiveness. You have robbed the shepherd of the thing that makes me closest to my people and my people closest to me. It is, I see their heart. I don't listen to their words." And so this comes back to the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, because essentially the shepherd is the feminine that just expounds upon its love in the ways that are most significant. And what if we did that? Would we not be more deeply under the influence of that which God is, I am, all is, everything is? And so, of course, Moses hears and listens. Remember, he was the personification of bringing the law. So he was more theologically involved in wanting things to be correct and on target and in that strictly linear sense, whereas the shepherd was simply saying, "I love you." What if we sat in our treatment work, which is the second component of everything that we look at that points us to what it is that most directly influences me? And we go back to the original teachings. Is it love or is it fear? Because everything we know of antagonism and violence and anger and the war that we see going on comes from the fear, love or fear. Fear gives birth to anger. Anger gives rise to frustration and the impulse to retaliate and to get even. And that's not what we need today. And so if I can appreciate at a deep understanding level what it means when Holmes, well, actually Browning said it, love points the way and law makes the way possible. All is love, all is law, all is the beauty that we can embrace in a way that makes personal sense to us. Because what we're seeing in our world today, it's not political, it's not economical, it's not environmental, and it's not anything other than what we're looking at, the way consciousness is working collectively through all of us. And that consciousness that's working through all of us is fear and divisiveness. And yet again, the message of God personally and collectively, I have come to bring it together, not to pull you apart. What is it you are doing that can be known from a different vantage point, a different plane of consciousness? Consciousness is the whole enchilada. You know, I can remember Dennis Merritt Jones talking about that one year at a Silmar. Isn't it amazing how thoughts relate to thoughts and irrelevant to time and space? I can literally see him at a Silmar doing a talk, and it was called The Whole Enchilada. And that's what God's about. So the next time someone with starry eyes comes up to you and says, tell me what science of mind is all about, by this articulate and wonderfully philosophical and wise and wonderful earnest tones, all you have to say is, it's the whole enchilada, God. That's it. Come, as we eat, we'll go to a good restaurant, we'll eat, and we'll demonstrate. And the point being, when I go to any restaurant, you're more likely to hear me order something, and then, just like the story says, hold this, could you add that, and could you bring me a little bit of this other? Gone are the days of looking at a menu, selecting an item, and that's all she wrote, forget it. So that's all of us. Imagine if that simplistic example shows how separate we are in our own linear thinking, then the contrast must be somehow in this vast universal scheme of things, how unified we are at core. How often can you look at someone and their mannerisms, whether you know them well or not, they're so similar. They're things we relate to humanly, and yet not quite as deeply as we have the opportunity to relate to each other divinely. Because in that divine human, that which is the sacred masculine and the feminine, that which is love pointing the way and the law. What is this law? It says that what I persistently refer to as a basic premise, a fundamental principle of my life, that's exactly what I'm giving mind somehow in this vast array of spiraling, circulating, fluctuating, resonating, vibrating energy, intelligence, and love. I give it something based on a consistent pattern of my own thinking, be it loving, kind, generous, nurturing, receptive, that which is all about the business of creating, bringing new life. You know, all we're doing is creating ourselves anew every single day. And yet, is that so? Am I kinder? Am I gentler? Am I watching the news and recognizing it in all its dramatic, repetitive forms? Am I seeing it as my signal to do spiritual practice, to come to myself with the big capital S, and to know, I know this is going on. I hurt. I can have the compassionate heart that says, what can I do? Oh, I can do so many things. And I can start in my own inner chamber, in my own home, meditating, as Reverend Nancy was saying. There is nothing that is more compelling and important, as far as I'm concerned, than meditating first thing in the when? Morning, not noon, not night. Do that, throw it in 5, 7, 12 times. But in the morning, before we have gained the awareness to launch ourselves into the day and to everything these days, I can truly feel every day it's almost an apprehension of, okay, what's happening today, which is my signal. Everything is a signal to say, regardless of what that is, I am intact. In here, that which God is, I am. Everything that I engage in, perceive, and embody as the truth of my being, kindness, generosity, creativity, spontaneity, and I can feel the heightened joy of living and still be part of something that is a threat to our government, to our way of life, to our very freedom. Yet I can retain that, and the more I do that, the more I am divinely guided and inspired as to how I can help. Can I make a call? Can I write a card? Can I write a check? Can I help a neighbor? Can I be sure and vote in the primaries, regardless of how, when, where? But to do the things that I know contribute to a world that works better for all of us. And who wouldn't want that? And yet we have to pull it back from all of it out there, giving our heart and minds to doing what we can, and yet it all stems from here. Consciousness is life, life is consciousness, and we are the intermediary, so to speak, between what God truly is in the ultimate reality, in the oneness of all life, in that which is truth and beauty and oneness, and the love that permeates all of creation. Yet we're the ones that decide the degree to which I am that love, I am that compassion, I am that wisdom. I need never ask anyone anything for any bit of information. Get off Google and ask God. I mean, we are so quick, so quick. How would I know that? Because I'm doing that. It's like, oh, yeah, what was the name of that actor in that movie at that year? Oh, wait a minute, boom, somebody invariably goes to Google. Well, I mean, I can, and you, many of you can look back to the days we didn't have that option. I used to call the library. Remember, they had a special line. If you were looking for the answer to some specific question, you called this research desk or something, they gave you the answer. Time marches on. How wonderful. And yet, in all the wonder of technology, what it does is separate us from our humanity, which separates us from being able to cognitively, as well as humanly and emotionally, feel our oneness with each other by feeling the oneness of the presence within. So there goes Moses, the lawgiver and bringer, and insistent upon retaining that. And there goes the shepherd, who is chastised for his own simple, heartfelt ways. And there's God, that which intervenes and says, I came to unify, not to separate. That's your message. I have come. You have come. We have come to unify, not to separate. And so the principles of science of mind are irrevocable. They're universal. They are not owned by a man or a book, and nor all the teachers. I've got the same genius of universal, all-knowing mind within us. But are we utilizing? Are we harnessing? Wait, let me go within. I know the answer is within myself, and I call it forth right here and right now. Boom. You know, as it turns out, I have manifested as clients in my practitioner practice 3 different people unrelated to each other. And what they are coming for treatment for is whether to seek Western medical treatment for cancer, while they have been practicing alternative methods and have exhibited a strong resistance to wanting to do anything other, while also entertaining the fear that if I don't seek the medical help, and it traces back, I had the same situation happen about 10 years ago. And I just pointed out, I went, look, you have your answer within yourself. I certainly don't have it for you. But I point out your love of science of mind and metaphysics, and for knowing that if there is anything that is a creative principle of life, it is oneness, it is unity. It has nothing to do with separation. The different forms we see are simply the way this presence comes forth. That's the way we know God lives, that I can look around this room and see the beauty of different ages and stages and maturity without even knowing the wonderful different components we bring to the world of creative expression. And so the point being, we would talk about, look, you believe that God is all there is, and that you are an aspect, an individualization of that, and that whether you're going to a naturalist or any form of alternative medicine or a medical doctor, do you rob that whole category or all those categories of also having equal access to God? Why are you denying the presence of God? That's all I'm pointing you to, that perhaps in your thinking you may still retain your preference to do your alternative ways of treatment, and yet the point isn't that. That's all the effect. The treatment is the effect. The politicians, the Republicans, the Democrats, the environmentalists, the economists who do the good or the bad, depending on where we judge it to be, it's not the cause, it's the effect of what already has been happening in consciousness that we all can lay claim to and take loving, compassionate responsibility for. So if God is all there is that spiritual discerner with all of us, within us, that knows where to go, who to seek, what to find. And in fact, one of the gals called me and said, you won't believe this. My naturalist never knew my doctor, just of my doctor. My doctor only knew of my practices. Somehow I put them together and thought, really requested, could they work together, knowing my deepest belief and my faith? And it's happening. So why ignore? If you keep ignoring, no, I only do this. That's like Moses. That's strictly an adherence to a theoretical, whether it's a philosophical or a physical law, and I don't want to see or know anything else. You know, I'm convinced. Remember that old saying, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Little homilies like that I throw in every so often. But it's true, because I know my own position, how riveted I can be. The arms get crossed, the legs get crossed, and it's like, sure, I'm open and receptive. Tell me what you think. So we have the opportunity. I mean, this is no longer just a game to be toyed at. Yeah, life is a game, but my goodness, we have the tools with which to play it that transcend the norm of the life that most people are still engaged in. It's horrible, it's horrific, it's chaotic. What are we going to do? What if someone knocks on my door and takes away my housekeeper? You know, the things that, well, you're blessed to have a housekeeper, so people are locked up, for God's sakes, whatever it takes. But this is what we're dealing with. It's not far away. It's creeping closer and closer. And yet there's that within us that laughs and says, what is this to me? I am in the world, but I am not of the world. I maintain my conscious contact with the divine, and I do it with non-resistance, with total surrender, with a willingness to yield and access and harness the gifts and the tools that are mine. Love points the way, the law makes the way possible, and right where I am, this whole enchilada of living, moving evolution is. What is spirituality anyway? The whole journey and the path to our own wholeness, or the collective path to our own wholeness that we're seeing. What is it really? It's staying home, locking yourself in your room, and staying there, and meditating, and listening, and writing, and reading, and being in the silence. And I remember a story that Michael Beckwith told just about that when he was starting his ministry, you know, in the living room with a few of his friends and going through a lot of his own challenges. And of course, he, by that time, had read, had spiritual experiences and knew the way. So he said, instead of meeting next week, let's all go in our rooms, take 1 day of total silence, get off your phone, get off your contacts, get off everything, and just sit. Make it a day of solitude, of sanctuary, and of sacredness. And just be within. And when you're restless, just water. That's all you have at your disposal. You're not pacifying or, you know, just kind of distracting yourself with food, or maybe a little sip of wine right now would get me going. No, sorry. You know, this is not a path for sissies, as someone said on a greeting card. This requires, like, do I gossip? Do I go to the distraction of something that takes me away from thinking or feeling the way I am? Do I do a little bit of backbiting? Am I still holding grudges? Am I helping my neighbor? Or do I comment, you know, my God, can't they pick up their pails? Do they have to leave their garbage pails sitting outside? So politely move them to their garage. There's no time for complaints and grievances and pettiness. This is a point of mandatory commitment to an inner life. And that's the only way we're getting out of this. And we see it, whether we see it in people's outrage. I mean, what the people of Minnesota showed when they went through what they went through, it became a template for what is possible and how to deal with chaos, the destruction, and the unraveling of a democratic way of living, and my God, to also dismantle our own fears and illness, our own mental, emotional, physical disturbances. We've all got something going, come on, let's be honest. And yet, are we doing what it takes? Because if indeed God is in the mix, it's all whole, complete, and perfect. You know, just keep referring to the astronauts' reports from the original trips to outer space, and now they all are just taken by the oneness. No boundaries, no barriers, no separation, just one. And so today is about oneness, and it's about bringing the shepherd and Moses together in a harmonious unity of being. So why don't we do that now with an affirmative prayer? So I go within the silence and the sacredness of being fully present to this here and now moment. And in that moment, I do take a silent second to be that which God is, I am. So I listen and I hear the sounds of silence speaking eloquently right here and right now. And so where am I? Who or what is the dominant influence in my life? Is it someone who has power over me that I'm giving my power to? Or am I looking within to that which is the all-knowing mind of God and the unconditional loving heart of God? Together, one fusion, one merging, into oneness, unity, and that which is the natural order of life, I come to a deeper realization that myself and all are created out of the spiritual image and likeness of God, all-knowing, all compassionate, all kind, all generous, all giving and serving and being awake consistently, staying awake consistently, giving the best of generosity, of letting love so be an awareness I hold about every cell, every atom, every organ and function of my body temple, that I resonate and demonstrate the perfect presence and power of wholeness, of health, of vibrancy, vitality, aliveness, balance, order, and harmony. So that just like that river, I flow in harmony with its movement. I do not resist, nor push, nor pull. I simply go in that which is already the only teacher I ever have in this life or any life. It is God. It is infinite intelligence. It is universal mind, and it is right here where I am. I have but to ask to receive. I have but to knock in order for the door to open. I have but to seek and find within me the splendor, the glory, the beauty, the magnificence, the generosity, and the creativity of a mind and a heart and a life and a love and a law that is all working together for the greater good, not just of myself, but of my whole human family, known and unknown, here, there, and everywhere. There is a greater idea that is mine to harness, to grasp onto and into, and have moved through me into service that helps, that heals, that serves this greater idea by doing everything I can to not only lift myself, but to know that as I am lifted, it is incumbent upon me to help and support and uplift others. So I go forth from here today, taking a new look at myself, at my opportunity to utilize the oneness of the feminine nature and the masculine nature, that which is active, that which is receptive, that which is thinking, that which is feeling, that which is being, that which is doing. It's all one. One perfect, elegant, exquisite way of living from the inside out. And I do that in order to serve myself, my neighbor, my family, my friends, my acquaintances, my city, my state, my government, and the world at large. For this universal principle is the world at large, uniquely personalized through and by means of each one. So what seems separate, I now pierce through to see with the eyes of God, to hear with the ears of God, and to know there is only one, life, presence, power, and principle. I serve it more mightily so that myself and all are lifted to be all that we are called forth to be at this time, in this place, in new ways. I am healthy, I am eager, I am willing, and open and receptively go forward in confidence and faith, knowing, feeling, and embodying the truth that wherever I am ever, now and always, God is I aming by means of me. And as I know this about myself, I know it for all. And so in sacred acceptance and gratitude, let us all declare, and
So it is.
Okay, so together, let's declare as the other bookend, the affirmation. Together, I consciously place myself under the influence of the divine. God is, I am, and living this truth is my gift to myself and the world. And so it is. Oh.
I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. 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 I am light.
Oh my, I'm speechless. It was wonderful. I'd like to learn to pray like that. I need more classes. Well, thank you, Reverend Sue, Dr. Reverend Sue. So, here are ways to support our spiritual community. I know we show this slide every week, and I know many of you donate so generously, and we really appreciate it. So I won't go through these. I'm sure you've seen them over and over again. But I also wanted to mention another way to support our spiritual community is with the auctions. We have silent auctions going pretty much continuously on different things that people have contributed of their time, talent, and some nice goods as well. What else? Yes, time, talent, and treasure. I like the 3 T's. So if any of you have something that you'd like to donate, or talent or time or treasure, let one of us know. There's a few of us on the Building Fund Committee. I'm on it, Reverend Nancy is on it, Elaine, and who am I forgetting? And Kathy. I don't see Kathy today, Kathy Burt. So and Cheryl, yes. So all of us will be willing to listen to what you have to, and we'll get it scheduled. We're trying to flesh out, for a few more months at least until we reach our goal. And it looks like we are up to 70,000. So you guys have been amazing with the donations and all of the different things that you can give with them. And get, I just put some money on wine. I'm not even drinking much these days, but I thought, those are nice bottles of wine. I'm going to see if I could keep them for a party or something. So, anything else with the building fund? Nope, I got it. Okay, next slide, please. All right, well, here is our affirmation of abundance, and as we know, it's all consciousness. Think of the big enchilada. We can, and I'll be thinking about that every time I eat an enchilada. But we can envision this and really mean it, and it really, I know I've experienced this in my own life many years ago, taking classes on visioning and abundance, and so I live a very abundant life because of that. So we all can, and here it is. So if you'll just repeat with me. Divine love is doing its perfect work here and now. Divine love harmonizes. Divine love adjusts. Divine love prospers. Divine love foresees everything and richly provides every good thing for the world. Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, and me now. Divine love prevails. And so it is. All right, so we have our calendar coming up as the ushers come around, and I'll just leave you to enjoy. Yay.
It's coming, so I'm going to say it. I see the whole enchilada. I see all the abundance of the universe flowing in and through each and every one of us, in and through this center, in and through the world. There is more than enough to have, to share, to give. And we say together, and so it is.
And so it is. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies, blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive. Divine love blesses and multiplies. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies, blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive. Divine love blesses and multiplies. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies, blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive. Divine love blesses and multiplies. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. All that I give and
Thank you so much, Patricia. Beautiful again. You are, we are so appreciative of your creative talents here at CSL. So come back again soon.
I'll be here in 2 weeks.
Oh, good. Yay.
I'm taking Sherry's place for 2 of the 6 weeks that she's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Oh, we're excited. Thank you.
Not that she can be replaced. No, no. I'm just a substitute.
Oh, you're a wonderful sub. All right, well, there's a lot of people to thank for the service today, and what a service it was. So we ask that you hold your applause until we've read all the names. I always try to remember that. So a lead service today, Ron Young. Thank you, Ron. There he is out there in the lobby. Our service team today, Becky Jacobson and Linda Moore. Outdoor signs, Deb Owen and Sean Flynn. Stage house audio, Glenn Buckley. Thank you, Glenn. Live stream video audio, Greg Seymour and Olivia Dagestanian. I think I got that right this time. And our slide operator, John the Gift Mizialco, and Volunteer of the Month. Cosmic Kids, Cindy Joy and Deb Owen. Office, Greg Schaefer. Fellowship, Lena Townley, Elaine Ocasio, Candy Cooper, and Diane Klemzik. Thank you, guys. Musical director and guest, Patricia Bahia.
Oh, Bahia.
Bahia,
Yes,
sorry.
thank you.
It goes back to grade school. I was in the public school 2 years. We never got taught phonetics. 3rd grade, all of a sudden I'm in the Catholic school, and what is this? And I never quite
All
get
good.
phonetics.
All good. It's all good.
And the Soul Purpose Band, Steve Fowler, Bob Townley, and Randy Jones. Thank you, guys. And our most important cleaning crew, Kathy Burt and Bruce Hammer. And me, Sunday host, Dorothy Seeger Morgan. And Sister Tea Party, Kathy Hartman and Jan Daly. And, okay, so I think we want to do the slides. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have an exciting movie night that Pat's going to come up and tell us a little bit about. Yeah, and oh, yeah, why don't we applaud for everybody now? Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, thanks. Oh, and yes, back to the tea party. I don't think Kathy's here, but wasn't that beautiful for the Sacred Sisters yesterday, for those of us that could make it? It was so special. Thank you, Jan. Thanks to everybody that participated. That was great. Wanted to let you know about next Saturday night. This is May 16th. Please come. We're going to be previewing Koyana Scotzi. I think I got that one. It's a Hopi word, so it's not my first language. Okay. But please come. It's going to be a great movie. Reverend Rob spoke about this at one of his talks a month or so ago. It's about our beautiful planet, our beautiful world, our nature, what's happening with our animals and our nature. And Rob actually is going to facilitate a quick little Q&A after the movie. So please come. I know you'll enjoy it. This is the kind of thing that we Science of Mind folks would enjoy. Definitely. So please come. Looking forward to seeing you. We'll have popcorn and snacks, so come on down. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Lovely. All right. We also have the drum circle this coming, or is it a week from Friday? I don't know. My dates are all. This coming Friday. So it's wonderful. I've been to a few of them, and it's very meditative, and Burl does a lovely job. So please come out. And, now I get to introduce again Reverend Nancy Fuller and thank her for being Practitioner of the Day.
You better, I think you're supposed to stay up here. Oh, am I? Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy to be here with all of you. I'll be at the exit in the back for anyone who wants a 1-minute miracle, so we can get to the snacks. I know everybody wants to get to those snacks. There's also a prayer box out in the lobby, and you can put written prayer requests. We send them out to our team of ministers and practitioners who will pray over them for all of you. So I think that's it for me.
All right, thank you, Nancy. All right, yeah, I lost my script here. Here it is. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Here is Linda Ligman with a public service announcement.
I am reiterating what Dr. Reverend Sue said about voting in the primary, in the midterm election. It is more important than the primary.
Let's do it all.
The
We'll do it all.
primary is, no, this is the midterm coming up.
The primary is coming up. They're all important.
Sorry.
They're all very important.
Yes, the reason, the primary, this one sets up what happens in November. In November, all of the House of Representatives are changing, all of them. 35 of the senators are changing. You need to vote in this election. The local elections are the most important. A school board election can be won by 200 votes. The House of Representative election can be won by 5,000 votes for the whole state. So be sure that you vote. And if you're not sure who to vote for, we are lucky in California that we get a voter's guide. You can read what's going on. So please do so.
Thank you, Linda. I think that's a wonderful public service announcement. I got my ballot in the mail, and I'm reading that thing today going, woo, it's mind-boggling. But, it is very important. Think about that river of freedom and justice and love. We want to vote for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we have our closing benediction. Is that what we call this? Yes. And so we are going to stand and we're going to recite this. I am at home in the heart of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. I am living love. So join me in this beautiful song, our closing song.
Let's start right on I am. I told you I was not replacing Sherry because surely. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Am I strong enough to bear the burden that sometimes comes with living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork of the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder.
Thank you, guys. See you next week. Check out the silent auctions.